Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Songs of Six. As you can see, more bandits are on the horizon. There are 2,176 of them. They have 100% training and 94% equipment, and they want 1 million buccarinos from us, which is quite a lot. I believe... Yeah, we have that many dudes at all times already. Okay, well I'm immediately unconcerned. One thing I wanted to try to do, though I don't know. I mean, they're at 93% training. I kind of wanted to send out the cantors just to see how that is going to work. So I think I will just like immediately do that. It says they don't have armor and equipment, but I think... Actually, I don't know. This squad says it has armor and equipment. Maybe cantors just can't have armor and equipment? Let's see. I mean, it doesn't look like they're getting it. Can I see a cantor training? Or another dude training? Maybe, let's see, so these guys have equipment. I'm trying to look at other squads that are still in town. Yeah, these Piganoids don't have any equipment on. Maybe they have armor and equipment if they're like, if they already went out once? Well, whatever the case, I'm gonna send out this division. I guess to Army 1, because I want to see if this lowers the number of cantors in town. And if that means I could just replenish the number of cantors in town over and over. And just have them become like a soldier class. I mean, it is lowering the numbers. I'd imagine they're just getting like their equipment. Yeah, it says they've got armor and weapons now. Dude, they do 1,000 blunt damage, whereas a human does 120, and humans have a 2x modifier. Okay, that seems pretty cool. Then we might be able to just change up our cantor, or our army, into just like an army of pure cantors. I'm not sure if there's much more preparation I need to do. We already have 2,250, and the message says that they have less than that. So I think we can just let time advance and maybe focus on other things. One thing I was thinking about, I kind of wanted to build yet another charcoaler because we're a little bit low on charcoal. I know it says we are not low on charcoal. I'm not sure where all of the charcoal is being stored, by the way. It's being stored somewhere. It's not here. How do I have 60,000 charcoal in storage? Maybe it's all in the warehouse in center of town. This guy right over here. No, that has 8 pieces of it. That also has 8 pieces of it. Maybe it's just like spread out around town. I mean, there's 1,000 over here. Well, anyways, when you look at the goods, it says that the charcoal is sort of on a downturn. So I could maybe... We could maybe dig out this area over here and then have this become like a charcoaler. So I think I'll do that. That kind of puts in the same like ballpark. There's a wood warehouse right over here. So it wouldn't be like too bad. I'm also going to extend the Cutstone Road out a little bit. Another thing I wanted to do was I wanted to maybe build like more bread making or something like that. The world is kind of our oyster here in New Ganymede today. I did already link up another thing from the fabric dudes, right? That was something that did get done, and I didn't just kick that can down the road. No, it did not get done. It's a good thing I checked. It'll be nice to have another siphon of the bolts of cloth out. So we kind of have just so many of them. This is really a nice operation for the bolts of cloth. I was also going to make another like bathhouse or something. In case you can't tell, this is a new recording session. So I'm just trying to get my bearings now. Yeah, we're maybe gonna have housing here and a bathhouse somewhere. Or maybe up here. Yeah, I think some more housing up here, which I'll just set up right now. I'll just set up, I don't know, one more row should probably be good. I feel like, even though it said there's like 300 workers here, I'm kind of doubtful that it's actually going to be 300 workers there. And that'll give me the opportunity to just build like a fairly large bathhouse. Maybe, I don't think it needs to be super duper duper large, but I kind of wanted to do one where it's like 3 of these rows. I don't think, like let's say I put a basin over here, I don't think this, yeah, would cover up enough. We could maybe, there's 4 blocks to spare up here, so maybe it would make sense to have like a couple internal pillars like this. Yeah, that's looking pretty good actually. Then I could do the same over here maybe. So boom, and boom, and boom. Alright, very cool. Maybe I will have a ginormous bathhouse. We constantly are like running low on the bathhouse ability. So I kind of think it would be nice. Then I guess we just have like a whole extra row here, and we can just have, yeah, big benches over here. Just have this go all the way up. Oh, it's already 100%. And in that case, I can just have them be spread out a little bit. Yeah, look at that. That is a fucking glorious bathhouse. I can just put entrances at each of the like intersections here. Unfortunately, I don't think I could possibly do this without fucking that. Never mind, the isolation remains 100%. In that case, this internal pillar will allow people to like move around. So that should make it more walkable. Very cool. The ultimate bathhouse. Quite possibly my best bathhouse design yet. I'm extremely pogged. We probably could have like a little warehouse. I mean, this warehouse is going to have coal. Like an infinite source of coal. So I'm not 100% sure if I need it. Where are these guys going? Excuse me? Where are they taking these diamonds? Those were supposed to be diamonds for my jeweler. Excuse me? This guy's just going all the way across the universe with it? Is he going to the other jeweler? Oh my god. He went all the way to this jeweler over here. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Like, where would they get these jewels if not other jewel warehouses? That's quite the trip. That guy's a hard worker. Oh, what was I saying? I think, I don't know, this warehouse is going to receive deliveries from the other place. I think we can sub this out for something else. Now, the question is, what? It'd be nice to fit a speaker stand somewhere. In fact, I kind of want to sneak one into this plaza over here so I don't have to worry about it too much. Yeah, we can squeak it in back here. I think that'd be cool. So now I'm a little bit less concerned. I mean, we could have one over here as well. I'm feeling a little bit like we're speaker lacking, you know? Like if we go to services, and these are looking pretty okay. The speaker stands are only at 78%. Is there anything else we need to do? We're completely out of prisoners, so this combat is actually going to be amazing for us. I guess I do already have this dungeon. That's 184 prisoners already. That's going to have room for. Okay, I don't think we need to build any more right now. I mean, maybe we could just have more of a bulk of prisoners. I guess I could build another dungeon over here. The arenas are such like an important part of our like happiness generation machine. That would be a little bit prudent for us to invest. Which is probably the like most apocalyptic way to word that in the universe. We need to invest in our prisoners. But, you know, it's just a reality of life in the harsh world of Songs of Six. Alright, there we go. I just need to put a little bit more pillar action, and then I think we can do some, yeah, some cells over here. And I think that's about as good as it gets. So I will just add some doors. I guess there's no reason to take the extra space if I don't need to. I don't think we can really remove the extra space here though. Yeah. Alright. Boom. So it's room for another bunch of prisoners. I don't know if it'll be done in time, but there's a chance because we have 500 odd jobbers. And rising. Wait, is that all the cantors? I think that's all the cantors that were going out to train, or going out to join the army. There's still some that are still training. Alright, I'm adding 21 of them. Interesting. Their access was really dog shit. Wonder why that is. Why their furniture is so low? Maybe their houses were just like in the middle of nowhere. Well, more cantors have joined. So we'll see soon if they like leave or not. If they don't, then we've gotten the ultimate way to make the colony stronger. Okay, this transport is done. Just in time, actually. So, bolts of cloth, fetch, destination. This warehouse up here. Then this warehouse will be able to fetch the tools themselves. I'm pretty sure it is already fetch. It is not already fetch. Well, the employees will get to that. Oh, please tell me. Oh no, I think it got fucked because I friggin' started up the recording session. So now it's just in permanent stasis. Okay. Womp womp. Hey, what? We have 840 metal? Okay, that is the new crisis. Alright, well, I remember actually, I think this building was going to be a metal smelter, so I think I'm gonna just build that out right now, because I don't think there's any, yeah, other spaces for one, unless I wanted to get rid of a blacksmith. Which, to be fair, I could. It's a little bit sucky, but, I mean, if we're out of metal anyways. Okay, this is an armor smith. I think I will trash it. I know it's insanity, but hear me out. It's going to be a great metal smelter. We won't have to import iron, which is extremely expensive. Oh wow, because these guys are all like immediately odd jobbers, they just immediately got to work mining these as well. It's high level technology. Speedrun strats. The cantors will find other blacksmithing jobs. It is cool. I don't necessarily need to wait for them to finish all these jobs. In fact, I think I might as well just set up place now. It's pretty much going to be the same as all my other ones. Dude, it takes so many auxiliaries. Oh well. this is the design for it. I think that's pretty good. Pretty sure I'll be able to make the internal, one of the internal pillars into an open air pillar without ruining the isolation, so that'll also be a navigation thing for them. There we go. So now they should continue to mine it, but I think the other workers will maybe be able to like clear out space and stuff. Yeah, okay, so they can get the rest of the building started up. And just let the time advance. Hopefully all these fucking spots get done in Taylor as well. Oh, it looks like the cloth will get here before this tailor is done, so that is nice. Oh yeah, I wanted a metal smelter. In addition to this one up here, I feel like we could do one in this little downwards area as well. I think it would probably be better to have more metal smelting than less. Oh, what? Max dimension reached. Okay, well, whatever. That's fine. We can just have like a humongous line of furnaces here. So we can make it even skinnier, even. Yeah, look at that. It's the line. We probably want some ability for people to get like behind the line. And I would probably like to have like an internal wall or something here just to make things simple. Can I get away with less of a wall? Okay, I can to some degree, but I don't know if it is helpful at all. Alright, there we go. Room for another 66 duders. I guess I could just have a warehouse be built basically right on top of this place as well. So no reason not to. It doesn't have to be like super duper big or anything like that. Alright, there we go. This will be room for all the metal and stuff. I'll be honest, I completely forgot about the rebels. But you know, that is fine. Oh, we could make bread into rations. That could be like a whole pipeline. Wonder where I would put that one. I mean, probably up near the grain farms. Now, there's all these like friggin' levers right here that we could get rid of. I don't necessarily want to get rid of the cotton farms because I feel like all this locally sourced cotton is good for business. Maybe we could get rid of this friggin' manor that is sort of in the way. And then we could replace these guys with like houses. That wouldn't be bad. We get like a giant baker and maybe export or another thing. Definitely. Sorry, I got mind flooded by this tailor. They're gonna want fabrics. I can't upgrade it because I'm completely tapped on metal. This is why we needed the metal smelters. The ration maker was the other thing I was thinking of. How is the metal smeltery coming along? I cannot upgrade the metal smeltery because there's not enough metal. This is truly tragic. I could special order metal, I guess, but I'm not exactly doing hot on money either. The whole like operation is crumbling around me. We're basically just going to be totally reliant on this jeweler, but the jeweler needs metal in order to be constructed. It's a big yikes, family. We will get a cash injection from these fucking disgraceful rebel scumbags anyways, though. So, at the very least, that will be cool. And the cantors, indeed. The cantors out in the army do not count towards my max, so I'm probably going to want to create another cantor division. We're going to eventually need more like army supply depots at this rate, just to like supply all the dudes. Unless I wanted to start like unmaking or disbanding some other armies, which could be a thing. There's about a 99% chance that they go for Kong again, so I might as well just march on over. Let's see, 80 out of 100 cantors are ready. That's still a pretty sizable like group of dudes. They should have a pretty like redonkulous morale stat as well. It looks like pretty high. Not as high as I would think, but still like higher than humans can achieve. Is the prison done yet? The prison is not done yet. We don't have enough metal. Unsurprisingly. Okay, you know what? I will actually get a special purchase of iron. Let's see, it costs 145. Custom order is delivered to the throne. Alright, I'm gonna go for cheapest. I'm just gonna want, I guess, I mean, we're gonna need it to like build armor and weapons to sell, so I'll buy 500,000 of it. Why not? It's kind of a ginormous money sink, but it is what it is. It's gonna be so fucked up if it's like an entirely open arena and there's just like a bajillion enemy archers or something, and because this army is so light on archers, we just get fucked. Let's see, auto resolve says we'll lose about 58 men. Obviously I'm gonna engage. I definitely have the capacity to lose much more men if I involve my garrison units in any way. Okay, let's see. I mean, that's a pretty open-ish area. This is very similar to the map we fought last time in. Let's see, so 2 bows, 1 bow, 6 bows, 2 bows. Then there's no arrow soldiers up until down here. I think the AI always puts arrow dudes at the ends of the army, which makes sense, I guess. I guess I'm gonna want my own arrow dudes to sort of exist, or to take these guys on as well. Well, maybe I want my arrow dudes to be in the center because these guys are all arrow free. That way they can just pick them off. Well, I guess first things first, the garrison units can just sort of exist to defend the catapults. And more importantly, just be out of the way. I don't care for them. I do not need them right now. The garrison Dondorians can sit in these bushes over here so that they don't get hit with arrows. And then the last garrison Dondorians can just sit and protect the throne room. The battle throne. And the garrison Garthames can do the same thing. Hopefully they don't get shot. Dude, and there's garrison humans? Come on, bro. Alright, these guys can be over here. And there's garrison Talapis, which is even worse. They can be back here. Alright, and then we've got our first squad. So bows 1 has 100 Talapis, 8 bows, 100% range training. I definitely do think they could probably just exist to take out bow dudes up here. Does that make sense? It might not make sense. I mean, okay, I think we need to establish range superiority. So I think I will just have all of the bows units sort of exist up here, and we'll just like reposition them as needed. This division of humans can definitely be a front line up here. I'm just thinking about how I'm going to want to go about this. I think they should just, like, exist in the trees and let the tilapis do their work. We should focus on flanking in the bottom where we're going to be completely covered by the forest line, which, speaking of which, might as well have my Garthemis sort of set up right here. Let's see, next is a division of humans. They can form a front line position over here. Same with these duders and these duders over here. Our center line is going to be a little bit weak. It's because I'm going to want to mostly be in the forest line. But that is what it is. I guess I could have... I mean, I'm going to want my second Garthemi division to be down here, and they are also going to be running. Oh, we could have a human division right here. This division of humans has 50 people as well. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Is there any guys with bows up here? Yeah, this is the bow region. Well, whatever. These guys, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, it's one of these back divisions. They can exist over here. And we can just have like a clump of reinforcing squads back here, I think. Then last, but most certainly not least, it is the Cantor squad. The Cantor squad, I'm going to want to be in this like deeply wooded area. Yeah, they are pretty crazy. Pretty crazy powerful. Alright, I think we can not send it because there's two divisions that are not yet touched on. So it'll be human division over here, and then last but not least, this human division over here can just like exist here, and this is gonna be like a front that pushes into this giant forest, and we can begin. So first things first, the tilapis need to shoot these guys, and this tilapi group needs to shoot these guys, and these tilapis need to form up. These tilapis need to form up, and we can let time advance. Alright, already the squad's getting a little bit fucked. We are losing tilapis of our own, which is extremely not great, but squad 1 has been destroyed. Now we can focus on squad 2. Okay, are these guys melee? Oh, they're fucking gone already. Holy shit. Alright, I think we can send these humans to just charge in. And same thing over here, because these guys are distracted. Meanwhile, how are things looking down south? Looks like everything's looking peachy. Enemy divisions are already breaking, which is kind of shocking considering literally nothing has happened. But you know what? I'm not complaining. In fact, I'm all here for it. Looks like these guys don't have bows, so we could probably begin marching some of our squads up. It's not like the trees are gonna like block the other shit anyways. Excuse me? What the fuck are these humans doing? Well, whatever. I'm sorry, tilapis, you have been slightly crush-fied. Because the humans are being dumb. Alright, crush their morale. Alright, they're being crushed. Awesome. No, they're scattered. Hell yes. Well, in that case, I can start moving these humans up. I think these humans will have the good fortune to go destroy the catapults. These Garthemis can move back here. I think these cantors should move over here. Because why not? Everything is looking perfectly fine down there. I love how they're all just like clumped up on top of each other. Dude, can this division get their shit together? Alright, these guys can just... They can unsquishify. They need to let themselves breathe a little bit. Alright, just charge. Let's see what happens. I want to see what happens when cantors charge. Okay, it's kind of unimpressive, not gonna lie. That being said, they are absolutely just fucking going ballistic. It's not even close. These humans can just attack here. These humans can attack here. These humans might as well march up. These guys are already moving. These guys I might as well just set up right here. Keep them moving quick, because why not? Wow, this is so overwhelmingly strong. What the fuck? I guess that's just bow superiority for you. How many people did I lose? I lost 31 people in Army 1. A little bit tragic. I forget the exact number. I think we might have done slightly better than the auto-resolve. And surprisingly, I think we have enough room for all the captives in our prisons. And we're going to be getting 12,000 armor and weapons. That's not too bad. I was kind of hoping for less casualties. Let's see, how many cantors? 81. They've only grown in number. I think it's mostly Talapis who perished. There might have been like a few humans as well who were like especially in there in the conflict. Well, so far so good. I'm pretty, I wouldn't necessarily say impressed because I expected such good things from the cantors, but I would say my warm feelings about the Cantor Warrior Division were met to expectations. They didn't really have much opportunity to do anything because the enemy was getting so ridiculously curb stomped so quickly. That was like, they only got to engage once, but when they did engage, they did just immediately start fucking obliterating the enemies. And that's pretty much all you really need for an indicator, right? Like, clearly they are extremely strong. It's just good wood. So now we pretty much gotta wait for the shipments. I picked the cheapest, so wherever it's coming from is probably not like super duper close. Hope it's not like halfway across the universe. It's one of these friggin' boats. Can I attack a boat? It doesn't look like I can. Not that I would necessarily want to, but I was just curious. Yeah, I think odds are low that we're gonna actually be able to spot the caravan in advance. It's probably just gonna come from some sort of unusual angle and beam into our inventory. I like all these little trade caravans. Looks like we're gonna be just kind of shit out of luck for metal for quite some time. I don't think it costs metal to build a smelter, so at least, yeah, that'll be cool. We should still have metal or money for imports for quite some time, so I don't think there's going to be a 100% like shock of all things. Trade-wise, even if we stop making money on smithies. Though I do imagine that we're going to get quite the like boost in income pretty shortly. Yeah, some of it is already like being stored up, so it's only a matter of time before it sells. It'll happen soon. I'm confident. Oh, the bathhouse got completed. That's at least nice. Or well, it's getting built, I should say. Dude, when there's so many odd jobbers, it just like builds like clockwork. It's actually fantastic. Speaking of odd jobbers, I probably could add in some more dudes. I think I will actually commit to that plan of the bakery. So I just think it is a good plan. So I'm going to delete this room here, delete all these rooms here, dismantle these structures, probably go like absolutely crazy with it. Because I'm going to want to make use of most, if not all, of the space. I'll build another hearth up here just to compensate for the hearth destroying that I'm about to do. Just put it right here. And I can delete this room as well. Because we're going to be deleting all these rooms as well, I think I can delete these warehouses. Dismantle these structures as well. This will be room for a bunch of housing, as I said before. So it must be torn down. You must destroy in order to rebuild, or to build new things. Such are the teachings of Goroth, the Destroyer. There we go. So we'll just let that cook for a sec. How's the workload down south as well? Let's see, 35, 31, 47. Okay, so still a little bit low. We do have an overwhelming amount of pottery and fruitery. But the coal is now the big limiting factor. I mean, we are building, or we are digging out a space for charcoal burner, which will be built soonish. I mean, there's going to be an unfortunate lack of surface area, so it'll take longer and longer for each one. I could set up something over here, I guess. Maybe have like a large skinny charcoal burner. I think that'd be kind of crappy though. I could theoretically speaking also build like a charcoal burner over here, but I think that would also be kind of crappy. Oh, and over here as well. It'd be pretty good space for one. I think I want to dig into these mountains as well. I might be just slowing everything down by doing this. Maybe not. What I'll do is I'll make a bunch of like long skinnies, so that way the odd jobbers, only like a couple of them can be employed at a time on this task, and that'll just like get the preliminary job started, and then when I go for the whole thing it'll be a lot easier as well, because there'll be a lot more like surface area to chop through. Yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. Alright, this giant plaza or area has been cleared out. So we are going to want to... First of all, I do have it where it's like pignoids work in the bakery, right? No, it's fucking Dondorians. Well, it's gonna be pigs. Do not worry. So I'm going to want this place to be rounded. And I guess it's just going to slurp this whole space. I know I said I was going to make a ration maker. It can be built somewhere nearby, I think. I don't know. Maybe this little area right here be the ration maker. Maybe this area with the brewer. Yeah, sure. That sounds good to me. It's definitely gonna just be same kind of design I usually do, but I'm gonna add like a little bit of extra space, which is kind of wasteful, I know, but it's gonna allow me to put pillars and also have the entire space be walkable. Does that make sense? I don't think that makes sense. I mean, it doesn't not make sense. Maybe I'll just make sure there's walkability on both sides or something. Okay, I think that'll probably be fine. Dude, there needs to be so many fucking auxiliaries. Okay, we just need one more. Which can be right here, and I can just... Guess I will take up the space down here. There needs to be storage. Storage probably needs to be pretty fucking big, not gonna lie. I think this is big enough. And then I guess there'll just be like a warehouse like pretty close by. Just have a door in between each of these rows and a row in between here. Unfortunately, we can't do much more than that, or else we'll fuck the isolation up. That is what it is. Alright, there we go. Room for 122 workers, isolation 100%, storage, auxiliaries, everything good. Boom. Then we're gonna want a storage warehouse, duder. Okay, we've gotten a jeweler. The warehouse is going to be over here. It's going to be made out of normal stone. We're at -9 on jobbers. That is actually incredible. I'll build an entrance here. It's going to fuck up the isolation very slightly on the building, but I care not. On the other building, I mean. For the crates, I'm gonna want... Generally speaking, I'm pretty sure long skinny is just like more efficient. But I'll make do with the space I've got. Okay, this is kind of an abomination, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think there's a more efficient way I can do it. I mean, I could just shrink the building a little bit, I guess. There we go. Now I feel much better. I can just have the doors on the side here. Still isolation 100, and boom. This jeweler is done, which is pretty nice. Is all Dondorians. It should already have... It has no gems to work with, because that other jeweler was sniping the gems, I think. And I also think these guys slurp some gems out. So that's cool. Well, it's not cool. It is a dire situation that needs resolving, but... I mean, I can just increase the imports a little bit. Why not? What could possibly go wrong? Boom, there we go. So now 4,000 will import. Very sweet. It gets stored in here, and then eventually shipped out to the various places. We have 2,000 gems kicking around somewhere, so I assume the jeweler people will be able to get some of it, at least. Maybe this jewelry place needs to be a fetch crate, so people don't like yoink out of it. I think I will do that. I mean, actually, no. I don't think I will. There's not going to be that many storage crates. I don't want to fuck everything up. I might want to have, like, tiny warehouses. Just, like, dedicate a crate or something to jewelry if we're rich enough to have jewels be, like, furniture or something for the cantors. It's the only thing I'm kind of thinking about. We'll just have to wait for the next shipment to come on in. Oh, speaking of shipments, the metal has been shipped over. Looks like a metal smelter has been completed as well. So I'm gonna upgrade the metal smelters immediately, just so that we can get more metal. There we go. Back down to 300. We're gonna have so much metal though. It'll be amazing. We still do have a charcoal situation, which is definitely not super great. Not sure how to fix it. I mean, it should be getting fixed. Yeah, the single guy is yoinking coal over to the big warehouse, which is in turn yoinking it over to the other ones. Maybe everything's cool. We could get rid of mason or one of those carpenters for another like, couple charcoal burners, come to think of it. I do feel like we're probably... Let's see. We're like barely floating equilibrium on the carpentry, but with the grand stone, we have just been consistently selling it. So I guess I will build another charcoal burner right now. Alright, there we go. Room for 61 more employees, burning the charcoal. I guess we can stop storing stone here and instead just store wood and coal. I'll store like a few crates, because why not? There we go, 10 crates of coal. In fact, I can get a little bit more. I mean, it ultimately doesn't matter that much. Guess I'll store a crate of rations as well, an additional one. We need to build our food storage up. We're kind of running kind of low. Okay, so this warehouse can store 8 crates of coal, 8 crates of ore, and then the rest can just be metal, which is also 8 crates. These two are going to be fetch. The ore is not going to be fetch. We're definitely going to want to have a tiny guy fetch coal and ship to this metal smelter, which is out in the middle of nowhere. Then we're going to want another tiny guy. I guess, yeah, this guy. This one is coal, right? Yeah, so this one can be metal, fetch, boom, and boom. So now that will have a continuous source of goodies. Shall be nice. And I think on that note, we can end the episode here. We have defended ourselves with just the most incredible results. Our tailor has been completed. In fact, I can upgrade it now, so I will. So we will have even more clothing. This is going to be a clothes export depot, so I might as well have that. And I was going to have some clothes get fetched and shipped to the Omega warehouse, which is kind of very full on clothing anyways, but I was going to have another export yard over here. This is going to be just for the clothing. So, you know. I mean, worst case scenario, the shipping guys will detect that there's no room in the other place and then not yoink from it. But I do plan probably next episode or something to have clothing start to be distributed to all of the group warehouses, so that's a little bit easier for people to get clothing. I mean, it kind of looks like everyone already has a bunch of clothing, but I'm sure there's areas which are like a little bit underserviced. Yeah, the store only has 2 pieces of clothing. I mean, it looks like we're mostly fine, actually. Yep. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you next time for more Songs of Six. Goodbye!